Losing control of me, losing control. I'm gonna explode. Can you bring it back to me? Bring it back to me, bring it back.
Today you join me as I venture into a local Chongqing area. It's very dense here, but what I'm trying to find are some local snacks. Now Chongqing is usually known for spicy, hot noodles, just really full of chilies, but what I want to find today are some sweet treats. I've found online that this place is pretty popular for something called a NuomiTuan. NuomiTuan at this little shop costs 6 renminbi or less than $1 American. Now I went to pay for it this time, and you'll see here that the lady at the counter quickly calls me back because my payment didn't go through. I guess it didn't scan correctly. Maybe the cat got in the way. You know how it is. But of course, I went back, I paid the 6 renminbi, then I made my way to the back of the restaurant, this quaint little restaurant with the yellow walls and the plaster all over. You can see here in the back how she makes this NuomiTuan. Now she starts with some sticky rice and flattens it out onto this wet cloth. Now this wet cloth does become important at the end. You can see she puts down some sesame powder, a bunch of sugar, and then she puts in some crispy fried dough sticks. She wraps it all up in this wet cloth and molds it into this shape, this very kind of weird cylindrical shape. Finally, she douses it again in sesame powder and sugar, and then she gives it to you. Now I found a place to sit here, and I'm going to enjoy this sticky rice snack. Now this thing is chock full of sugar. Would you look at this? Here, I'll try to Now, if I'm not mistaken, this thing looks like a turd covered in sugar. Mmm. Cheers. Oh my god. So you can see inside here it's got sugar, just absolutely loaded with sugar. And there's some like crispy fried things in there, dough sticks or something. And then around the outside, what's wrapped up in is just sticky rice. And this thing is amazing. Now, I don't know why, but a lot of locals eat this for their breakfast. It's very sweet for breakfast. However, I mean, I grew up eating cereal and Eggos smothered in syrup, so I can't talk about that. Mmm. This is very, very good. Wow. Now that snack's gone, let's go find another one. One thing that I do always enjoy about Chongqing is just how close everything is in the Jiefangbei area. Now, this location that I'm going to next for the next snack is just down this alleyway from the first shop. Now it's mainly a hot pot restaurant, but I've seen a popular snack that they serve online recently, so I make my way inside to see if they still have it. Now I don't know how to say the name of the snack, so all that I had to do was show the manager a picture of what I want, and he took me to it. It's actually not within the hot pot restaurant itself, but he took me to an open courtyard behind it where they will serve the snack. And at this time, they just happen to be having a team meeting because they have a shift change coming up. 加油! OK, 好，好。
你是要拍它的做的过程吗？还是？
对。
需要单独点一个呀？那就要。要点一份，5块钱一份。
OK, 没事。This is the snack that I'm looking for. It's called a Tufeiguoba. I have never actually had this before, but it's supposed to be pretty good and a specialty here in Chongqing. And now I simply just have to wait for the person to show up to make it. Right here in the corridor, they're having this team meeting. It's pretty common to see this throughout China. Employers will have their employees dance and stretch before their shift or during a shift change each day. This will help boost team spirit, improve health, and get everyone energized before their shift. Now, I think this is a great idea. It gets everyone moving, everyone smiling. You can see not everyone follows the moves just right. However, they do have a lot of fun, and it brings them all together before a long day of work. Now that we finished our stretching of the day, our worker, our friend here finally showed up, and he's gonna help us with our snack. So you can see here, he's adding the rice into this pan, and then we have to cover this up so that it can get nice and crispy on the heat. Now we'll check this from time to time to make sure it's not burning and that it's cooking properly. And oh my god, that thing's hot. Why'd I leave that on the burner? The poor guy. Don't worry, he didn't get burned. He's okay. He just needs a little bit of tissue here to pick up the spatula. Now going through the next few steps here, it's almost like an art form. He has to smooth out the rice, then he adds some spice to the rice. Now this spice gives it so much depth and so much flavor, and then you'll see him kind of cut it out so it doesn't stick to the edges, and then he shows you the underside of it to make sure that that's the crispiness that you want. Now it's time to add the filling, and you see he added some chili peppers at first, and then he added some peanuts. Now he adds some green peppers. It might be a little pickled green peppers. They're pretty good, pretty tasty. And then he adds some pickled vegetables, maybe cabbage, lots of that. Spreads it all out. Oh, it looks so good. And then you see him put it back on top of the heat. The last ingredient going into the snack are some cold noodles. Now look at that heaping pile of noodles. Now comes for some finesse time, and he flips over the empty half to make a sandwich. Sandwich. Finally, we have got our hands on this snack here. I don't know really what it's called. Tufeiguoba? I don't know, but we're gonna eat it here. It's supposed to be really crispy, really good. I got some spice on it. Don't know how to eat this. Oh my god. Wow. There's so much flavor in this thing. You can taste the pickles, you can taste the peppers, you can taste the noodles. It has just completely fallen apart on me here, but it's so good. I'm still gonna eat it. And this rice, it is so crispy. And this whole thing was 5 renminbi, like 70 American cents. Nothing. This is a great snack size. This rice, as he was making it, he was like reloading it with sauce, with pepper sauce. And it just baked itself right into all those little tiny pieces of rice. Every bite is full of flavor. How am I only finding this today? This poster here caught my attention, so I think I'll try one of these. I have no idea what they are. One of these things. Oh, these things are huge. I don't want something that big. Oh, look at that jack cat. Wow, I want one of these. 哎，你好，啊，我要一个这个绿色的包子，对对。So we'll try this one. Colorful coconut, it says. Over here, oh, I should have got this one. Fragrant coffee bag. Ah, how, sisini. So now let's see what this thing's all about. I've usually seen people lined up outside this store. Today there's not, so I thought that I'd jump at the opportunity and find out what it is. Now it's definitely green. I don't know what's inside. Is it renbee paste? Is it some coffee or chocolate? Oh, that's pretty good. Wow. It's like a coconut. You ever have a pineapple bun? They're popular here in China, especially in like southern China. But this is like a coconut, more coconutty. I do not feel bad about this decision at all. It's very good. Again, I don't know what this is. But that just goes to show you that, you know, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't be scared to try new things. Put yourself out there. Open it up. You might surprise yourself. And you might find some new favorites. This thing is so good. But I'm going to finish this up and leave you guys right here. I hope you enjoyed. Come along with me. We tried a few different snacks here in Chongqing. I'll be sure to do these videos more often. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.